Hello everybody, today we are going to talk about the progressive tenses and more specifically about the present progressive tenses, הווה ממושך. So the formula for all the progressive tenses are the same. We start with the subject, נושא, then we have the verb be, which we will talk about, the main verb, a verb העיקרי in the sentence, and the adding ing. So be is divided to present and past. Today we will talk about the present. In the present we have am for I, we have is for the subjects he, she or it, and we have are for the subjects they or we. In the past we have was or were, but again this is not for now. So present progressive, here are some examples for sentences in the present progressive. For example, Tom and Jerry are running in the park. We have the verb be, which is are, because Tom and Jerry are they. Running, run is the main verb, and the ending ing. Mickey is playing outside, is, because Mickey is he. Playing with the ending ing for the main verb play. I am eating a very big cake, again the verb be, am, and the ending ing. Pay attention that in all the sentences we have in red the verb be, am, is, or are, and the ending ing. They always go together in the present progressive, in the present tenses in general. So you won't find just ing without the verb be and the opposite. They must go together. Pay attention to that. When do we use the present progressive? So first of all, we use the present progressive to talk about an action happening at the moment of speaking. For example, listen, they are calling your name. Okay, they are calling your name right now. That's why we use the present progressive, an action that is happening at the moment of speaking. And of course, again in red, we have the verb be and the ending ing. We also use the present progressive for an arrangement or a plan in the near future. Tomorrow is the near future for me, so my sister is coming tomorrow. I use the present progressive, again in red, the verb be and the ending ing. We also use it to talk about actions that are repeated regularly and are usually annoying or irritating. For example, you are always talking on the phone when I need you. Very annoying, right? So I use the present progressive. Again, the verb be and the ending ing. Pay attention that here we have a time expression, ביטוי זמן, always. The time expression goes between the verb be and the main verb talk. We have some spelling rules, and they are actually very simple, so we will go over them right now. For verbs ending in consonant plus e, consonant means itzur, plus e, drop the e before adding ing. So in the verb bake, we drop the e and we add ing instead of it. For verbs ending in ie, change ie to y before adding ing. So for example, the verb die, it ends in ie, we change the ie into y and of course add the ing. When the last syllable means avara, of the verb is written with a consonant vowel consonant, so ot itzur, nikud itzur, and is stressed, mudgash, double the last letter before adding ing. So beg becomes begging with a double G. Begin, we take the last consonant, the N, we double it and add the ing. How do we know if a syllable is stressed or not? A syllable is stressed if we can extend it. So for example, in beg, we have only one syllable, so there is no problem. One syllable, we double the last consonant and add ing. Begin, it's already two syllables. So we want to know if the first syllable is stressed or the last one. We say begin, right? We can extend the last syllable, begin. We cannot say begin. And that's how we know that the last syllable is the stressed one, the syllable that we can extend. Again, begin. So the last consonant is N, we double the N and add ing. If we look at the verb enter, it's a different story. In enter, we cannot say enter, but we can say enter, which means the first syllable, the N, is the stressed one. That's why we do not double the R, but we just add ing. Same with happen. Happen, and not happen. So the first syllable is the stressed one and not the last one. That's why we do not double the N, we just add ing. Here are some exercises for us. So, Shakira on her bed, she is tired. How do we say it in the present progressive? Shakira is she, so Shakira is, and that's Hebrew. Shakira is lying on her bed. Why did I spell lying like that? Because lie ends with IE, so we change the IE into Y and add the ing as we saw in the spelling rules. An interesting book. So I am, this is the right B verb, reading. Again, ing must come at the end of the verb. Leonardo, he, is coming to Bar's wedding this year, and come ends with the E, that's why we drop the E and we add ing. Anna and Elsa means they, are always losing Olaf's games. Again, losing ends with an E, so we omit the E and we add ing. And as we saw in the example, always is a time expression. So time expressions comes between the verb be and the main verb lose. Okay, are always losing. Now we move to negation, negative sentences. How do we use the present progressive as a negative sentence? We have the formula that we saw at the beginning of the slideshow, the subject, the verb be, and the main verb with the ing. Between the be and the verb with the ing, we just add not. Very simple. So, for example, I am not playing with you. Okay? If it was a positive sentence, I would have said, I am playing with you. Negative sentence, I just add the negation word not. Mickey is not, or in short, isn't, lying. Yes, no question. Also very simple. The formula, the basic formula was subject plus be plus the main verb and ing. Now the be moves to the beginning of the sentence. And again, of course, be depends if we are in the present or in the past. So, if a positive sentence would be, you are baking me a cake, now, to ask a question, the be moves to the beginning of the sentence, and they say, are you baking me a cake? Are they playing on the beach? Very simple, right? Okay, so here are some final exercises. And we are going to translate the words, the sentences into English. So, אנחנו שוחים בים. We are doing it right now. אנחנו, we. Because it's we, the be will be are. Swimming. Swim ends with a consonant, vowel, consonant. And it's only one syllable, so we double the last consonant, the M. We are swimming in the sea. Tom משחק בדרופבוקס. Again, he's doing it right now. So Tom, he, right? Tom is playing the Dropbox. ג'רי מנגן בפסנתר כרגע? This is a question. Unlike in Hebrew that we just add the question mark, in English we learned what we need to do. We need to move the verb be to the beginning of the sentence. So instead of saying Jerry is playing the piano now, we will ask, is Jerry playing the piano at the moment כרגע? And of course add the question mark. And a negative sentence של גיאה לא מנקה את הבית עכשיו. So we know that Snow White is not, or in short, isn't cleaning the house right now. Okay, so that's all for today. We talked about the progressive tenses and specifically about the present progressive. And just remember, English is fun.